What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Unapologetically Chris, and it is officially autumn time. Although I'm a woman through maturity, age, and actions, I'm a girl at heart. So we're going to speak about how we're going to have a soft girl autumn. Unless you've been under a rock, you hear about soft girl everywhere. Soft girl summer, soft girl era, it's everywhere. However, I'm going to tell you what soft girl means to me. So soft girl era, fall, summer, spring, whatever time it's going on in your life, it's all about curating a more feminine, less stressful, just receptive and abundant life, right? It doesn't necessarily have to look girly, however you may think that may be, but it's just a more relaxing type of life. And in this video, we're gonna get into how to have a soft girl autumn as a working professional woman. We all know that professionals, whether you work in corporate America or you have your own business as an entrepreneur, it requires a lot of left brain thinking, right? And left brain is typically seen as a little more masculine than feminine. So you have to be assertive, you have to be action oriented, you have to have a little more structure. Things of those nature are considered more masculine. When things that are more creative and receptive, that's considered more feminine. As a working professional, you can have a balance of both. And we're going to talk about 5 different ways in which you can do this. Way number 1 that we're gonna have a soft girl autumn is by curating a space that's magnetic, feminine, receptive. It's going to foster creativity and just be a calming environment. And by doing this, it doesn't have to be super girly, frilly, feminine in the way that you think of traditionally, like pinks and frills. And if that is your vibe, mind you, it is my vibe sometimes, but if it is your vibe, that's totally fine. But if it's not, that's okay too. What this is about is just making sure that your environment reflects who you are. You want to make sure that it's an environment that you're comfortable working in, that feels relaxing to you. So my office, it has a lot of earth tones in there. There's some pinks that I'm bringing in there. I have some faux plants, I have some eucalyptus, I have some dried roses. I think for me, flowers, that really does it for me. A lot of earth tones, pillows, I have throw blankets in there. Just things that feel good to me, right? And it makes my environment feel good. One thing that's lovely about this, being a working professional, when you curate an environment at your office or cubicle or wherever you work at, people at your job is going to notice. You're going to stand out in a very positive way. When I first started my job and went in office, I walked by and hardly anyone had their offices decorated. So I was a little nervous because the first day I walked in with stuff. I came in with some stuff from Amazon, and on my lunch break, I went over to like Ross and TJ Maxx. I work in the downtown area, so there's plenty of stores around. And I went over there and I bought more stuff. But I was a little nervous at first because I'm like, no one has any bit of their personalities in this office, and I'm about to bring it, right? However, once I did that, I was like, forget it. I'm gonna do this. I want my office space to look nice and to feel nice because I feel better when my space looks nice, right? I want it to be that way. And when I did it, immediately, when I tell you immediately, all types of people started to stop by my office and say, oh my goodness, it looks great in here. And I've got the compliment so many times. I still get it to this day that I have the best decorated office within our space at work. The CEO, he walks by, and every time, mind you, he's a busy man, right? He's the CEO for a publicly traded company. But when he walks by my office, he looks and notices it. I see him. And to make it even more autumn themed, I have a diffuser in my office. Scent is important. At least to me, it's important. It might not be important to you, but to me, scent is important, right? So I have a diffuser, and I've added autumn smelling scents to it lately since it's now fall time. Tip number 2 for your soft girl autumn: get into the fall or autumn wardrobe vibes. So this is your cardigans for layering. I like a nice leather or faux leather if you are vegan or animal conscious. I like a nice leather jacket. We're talking ankle boots, nice jeans that fit you well, these types of things. Extremely important for me And for you, it may be as well, just to have some quality pieces, whatever the budget may be, that feels good to get to your skin. Once again, if you are in a vibe where you look good and you feel confident about how you look, your soft girl, less stress type of mentality will be there. Tip number 3, take time to relax and work on your mental health. Relaxation is extremely important for any human being, especially if you are a woman in the workforce. You need time to decompose and relax. One thing that a lot of people suggest is journaling. Typically, when I think of journaling, I think of like, you're kind of writing down how your day went. But for me, I like when sparks of creativity come upon me, I'm going to write it down. I'll show you my notebook actually. Look at this. And for me, once again, I'm into the aesthetics and vibes of things. So I have the colored pens, I have stickers. When I tell you I'm a girl at heart, literally a girl at heart. Stickers, things of that nature. Writing down my creative ideas, that's relaxing to me. Other things that you could do to kind of relax and work on your mental health is you can exercise, extremely important. You can read fictional books for the sense of pleasure. You can read nonfiction books that's going to broaden your horizons and expand your knowledge. If you're not into the physical reading of a book, I'm old school. I like to read a book. I like book in hand to read. However, if you're not really into that, audiobooks, podcasts, these are all types of things that can kind of help you relax and chill. Take soaking baths, massages, things of that nature. And you can also bring into the fall or autumn theme by bringing fall scents into these things. Cinnamon, vanilla, amazing scents to incorporate in these relaxing activities. Jump into your creative space. If you like to draw, paint, sing, do music, anything textile with your hands, anything whatsoever that you consider creative and that you can use as an outlet, do that. Take time for you to do these things. And last but not least, and one of my favorite, just lays around and watch some TV. It is okay for you to veg out sometimes and just watch a little TV. Obviously, you don't want to spend all of your time being programmed by television. However, vegging out and watching TV is totally okay for you. I have my shows that I like to catch up on, and I'm unapologetic about that. Tip number 4 to having a soft girl autumn is setting boundaries. Specifically, I'm going to speak about setting boundaries at work. Extremely important. So I did a quick video on a hack of how to set boundaries at work. I'll include the link. I don't know if it's going to be up there, right there, whatever. It'll be a link down below. I'll include a link and you can watch that video. It shows an extremely helpful method on how you can set boundaries. But setting boundaries at work is extremely important for your mental health this autumn, especially since we're trying to have a soft girl autumn. We're not about to be stressed out because we're taking on way too much that we cannot handle. We are human, male, female, non-binary. You are human and you cannot take on way too much work. So if you learn how to set boundaries and do it in a way that feels authentic to you, your autumn would be much softer, much more calmer as a working professional. And tip number 5, this is geared towards my working moms. However, if you have littles in your life, no matter if you are their parents, but like an aunt or whomever you may be, you can apply this as well. This one might be considered a little controversial. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Do not, I repeat, do not let your child's schedule overwhelm you. I think as parents, we tend to want the best for our children, right? That's natural. And in doing that, we take on way too much to give our child very full and active lives, and we cannot handle it. Do not let a child's schedule overwhelm you. If you have your child in so many activities where you have no time for yourself, you need to rethink that this autumn. Possibly another alternative, if you just feel that your kid needs to be in tap, ballet, dance, gymnastics, swim lessons, guitar, tutoring, all these different things that you got to shuttle them back and forth and acting like a chauffeur for, I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to shame you. However, if that's what it is, you need to call upon your village for help. If you have a helpmate in life, if you have a husband, a longtime partner, whatever that may be, ask them for help. If you're lucky enough to still have your parents in life, ask them for your help. Your brothers, your sisters, your best friend, ask somebody for help. Call upon your village. You can even ask other parents that you know. So your kids' friend's mom, your kids' friend's dad, whomever, to help you out. Maybe you all switch off times where you picking up kids from activities. Whatever the case may be, you need to implement your village. Do not think you have to be super mama and do it all. We're not doing that this fall. We're entering our soft girl era, and this fall, we're not superwoman no more. We're calling upon help. You need it. You are not a super person. No matter how much that rhetoric has been drilled into our brains, and I'm telling you, it is rhetoric, and it has been drilled and programmed to us that we're supposed to be superhuman. We're not, and you need help. So, first, I would suggest is just to scale back on those activities. That might be the controversial tip. However, I suggested scale back on their activities. But second, if you can't scale back, you need to call upon your village to help you with those children. Do not become overwhelmed because you want your child to be so well-rounded that their schedule is more full than yours. Don't do it. It's soft girl era. You're not about to let these kids stress us out. And with that, with spending time with your children and having that family time, just make sure you do not put in too many activities that are overwhelming or overstimulating for you. Okay? So by this, once again, we want to bond with our children and do things that they like and that they enjoy, but you need to have a balance with it. You can do certain things that they like and enjoy that you may not like so much, but do not overwhelm yourself with those things, right? For example, I do not like a lot of screaming kids running around me. I cannot stand it. It stresses me out. So going to those play places, and my daughter loves it. She's 8 and she loves it. That's her life. Screaming and running around is her life, right? I don't enjoy it. So going to those play places with a bunch of screaming kids running around, I'll do it with her, but I'm not about to do that all the time. I'm not going to put that in our schedule all the time because that's what she enjoys. I'm going to put in things that I know she enjoys, that I want to have her spend time doing, but I'm going to do other things that we both enjoy as well to bond and spend time with each other. My daughter likes a good tea party. She's girly. I'm girly too. I can vibe with her on that. My husband and I, we like amusement parks. I might be kind of intuitive to not liking the screaming kids running around, but we just like roller coasters. We just took her to Six Flags as a family bonding activity, and guess what? She likes them too. At 8 years old, my baby was on all those rides that she was tall enough to get on. My baby got on them. And we had a good time as a family. So when you are spending that family time together this autumn and you're trying to have your soft girl autumn, do not stress yourself out with a bunch of activities that are stressful to you. Have a balance for that. This is all about being less stressed and calm, cool, and collective this autumn. And if you were able to stick to the end, I want to share a little something that you may have noticed if you've seen some of my other videos. I have done a name change for my channel. We used to be Chris Things, but now we're Unapologetically Chris. And I just want to let you know the reason for that is because I'm sharing with you things that I find interesting, things that influence who I am as a person. And I hope that me being me and showing up here and showing you a bit of the things that I'm interested in, I want it to inspire this community to be unapologetically you, so that you can show up as who you are in your everyday life. Please comment down below and let me know ways that you are trying to implement and have a soft girl autumn as a working professional woman. Please let me know if you found any of these tips helpful. Like, comment, and subscribe, please. And I hope you join me next time. Peace.